can we play a little show and tell? Amazing. So you get a drink and a snack and get all cozy, and I'll show you everything that I made this year. And then maybe you can tell me in the comments what you made or what you plan to make for the next year. So I have been on a mission, and that mission is to have a 75% handmade wardrobe. This year was a big year in trying to reach that goal. I'm not there yet, so I'll show you everything I made, which is a lot of wearable pieces and then a couple costumes. This was a lighter year for me because we had a lot of just nonsense going on in our life, but it has settled and I'm back to the grindstone. In another video, I will be trying on every single item of clothing that I have made, but that is not today's video. So if you want to see that video, hit subscribe wherever it is so you can be notified when that goes live, and I'm very excited for that video. So yeah, let's get to playing dress up, and yeah, we're gonna have a good old time. Now you're getting a little sneak peek of everything that I made in my wardrobe, but today we're going to be focusing on just these items because this is everything I made in 2025. Now, I love a big sleeve, and I especially noticed this year that I love sheers. Anything sheer, chiffon, power mesh, lace. I love a good sheer moment. I got a bunch of this vintage lace from Remainders Craft thrift store. Well, of course I have to make one of my favorite tops, which is a balloon sleeve top. So a sheer plus a big sleeve is just like, it was really stiff at first, but now it has softened up, and it is one of my favorite pieces to wear, especially with like a vest or like a cutesy bra underneath, like a long line bra, so it kind of looks like a tank top. I was a little lazy and I didn't actually put buttonholes in this, but I didn't intend to ever wear it unbuttoned because it looks nicer buttoned up. So I just closed up the garment with the button itself. I also added little cuffs with a little button as well, and little elastics to close it up, and I love this so much. I also have some curtains that I got from some old ladies in a church in Wisconsin. I want to turn into another one of these. So let me know if you want to see an individual video of that. Next up is this kind of dusty purple mauvey satin wrap skirt. I've been seeing some like wrap skirts and satin skirts on Pinterest as I've been kind of culling my wardrobe inspiration, and I really wanted one, and I've also been trying to make a slightly more defined color palette in my wardrobe, and so like these dusty cool tones look really good on my skin color. I tried to do a baby hem and I went a little too baby in some areas, so it's kind of unraveling a little bit. So I'll probably recut that and redo it. Circle skirts always mess me up. I wanted this to just be a circle skirt pattern, which means I would need a little extra panel for the overlap, but my math got messed up somewhere, and so I ended up with way too big of a skirt and had to gather it down in the center back here, which is fine. It kind of gives it this like slightly Edwardian look with all that volume in the back, which I don't mind at all because that's one of my favorite periods. It's still very cute. And then of course the little tie here. It's very like dainty and feminine and pretty. I feel pretty. I used to be a big swing skirt, circle skirt girly, and I'm finding myself moving away from that. I mean, I used to have like 40 skirts all tightly packed on this rack, and I've given away a lot of them. I still have maybe 10, but I've been really into a wide leg trouser, something that's maybe a little 30s or a little 70s, and I've been working on one pattern, refining it for like 3 or 4 years now. And so this year I was really into those wide leg trousers, and especially into linens. I have adult body acne, which is a little embarrassing to say, but I've been getting it under control and finally finding what helps. And I think a lot of that is not wearing polyester. I think mine is friction and sweat related. So like if I'm sweating and working and whatever, that just like gets into my pores and just like shoves the nastiness in, and then my skin freaks out. And so I've been trying to transition to a mostly natural fiber wardrobe, and I've become obsessed with linen and of course cotton. And so this year I made these beautiful linen trousers that are chartreuse, which is another color I am obsessed with. It is not in my color palette, color story, whatever, but but I love it. There's just something so pretty about it. I don't like a lime, but chartreuse just scratches that little itch in my brain. And so I found this chartreuse linen downtown. So yeah, I made these wide trousers. Of course, the beauty of sewing your own clothes is that you can put wide pockets in it. And this was also my first time doing a zipper fly. Yeah, I've done them for like sewing tests for interviewing with companies and had no problem, but for some reason I've never actually put them into my functional pants, and I've only ever repaired them for like costumes. I love putting a wide elastic in my pants too, so that if my weight does fluctuate, I don't have to constantly be retailoring my pants. And what I do is I lock it down on the side seam so that in the front it looks like a smooth, nice waistband with like just a little bit of give, but then in the back it has a lot of give. And yeah, I get a lot of compliments on these, and that's always nice. Everybody loves a good compliment. And then with the same pattern, I made these. I have become obsessed with gingham, and I found this like brown and black gingham downtown. It's actually like a flannel, so these kind of feel like pajama pants, which is the nice thing, because if I want to look nice but I'm feeling really lazy, I throw these pants on and I feel like I'm basically wearing pajama pants, but I always look put together, which is always a plus. I have a problem with belt loops. I wear a belt almost with every outfit. Anything that has a defined waist, I put a belt because it just like defines the look and makes you look snatched, and I love looking snatched. But I am really bad at putting belt loops on my shit because I can't decide if I want to put a skinny belt loop or a thick belt loop because I wear all widths of belts. And my fiance makes lots of fun of me for that. He's like, you're wearing a belt but no belt loop. Why don't you have belt loops? So I think I've figured out my fix for that. I'm going to put both skinny and thick belt loops on them. And so I'll take care of that very soon. The one thing I don't like about the flannel is that where my thighs like to kiss every day, I get a little pilling, which, you know, is normal, but it is a little bit annoying because I know that that will wear out over time. Next is my absolute favorite pair of pants that I made this year. Once again, it's the same wide leg trouser. Oh my God, I get so many compliments in these. I feel so cool in these. I'll show you my favorite outfit with this pair too, but like this just feels like me. And I think that's the most fun part about sewing is after a while you learn like what your favorite cuts are, what your favorite colors are, and then you can make something that is just so you and just feels so right every time you put it on.
PBS station from viewers like you.
That's these, and this pair and the last pair zip up the back. That is what I've been doing for most of my pants. Sometimes the zippers in the back let me down, which you can hear that story in my entirely handmade wardrobe, but I like the look of just that totally seamless, totally smooth design. Sometimes the front zipper fly just looks a little too busy, and I like that really like streamlined look. And once again, these have really deep pockets so that I can put whatever I want in there. I'm debating putting some back pockets in them just because it's like a lot of material around the butt, and I think a little bit of a pocket element kind of distracts from how expansive my derriere is. So the reason I have started making my own pants is because I have a really long rise, which is like the crotch to waist, and pants that are supposed to be high-waisted on me are not. They come down to like here, and then I get this like flush spillage, and it just doesn't look cute and it cuts me wrong. And so trying to make a pants pattern that fits beautifully exactly where I need it has been a huge goal for me, and these finally do that. But because I have a long rise, I have a long ass day too. So I think having a little decorative element on the backside will kind of mask that and balance it, I should say, not mask. We don't need to mask anything here, just balance it. Now, back during the pandemic, I made this wrap top out of this beautiful, unfortunately polyester kind of Lily of the Valley print, I believe it is. And I loved that shirt so much, but because it was polyester, I didn't really want to wear it anymore. I just am not enjoying wrap tops anymore. I don't like having to wear another something underneath and like hide the yabos, because sometimes the yabos do a little too much yaboing. No, I don't mind a little cleavage, but it was just a little too much, not what I was comfortable with. So I wanted to remake that, and instead of the wrap top, I did this lace up number, which basically looks like my best day bodice, I realized after the fact, but instead of being a corset, it's just a, you know, lace up top, and then it has these peplums that come down, and I kind of left the darts unsewn, and it created this really cute kind of medieval look about it. I don't know. I got a lot of compliments on this shirt when I wore it out, but the one thing I realized after making the pattern is that the neckline was a little too gapey, so I remade it in this green linen, and it's so beautiful. I love it so much, but because I was feeling just like a little bit too exposed from that gape in the last neckline, I took it in, took a little dart in the pattern, but I also raised the neckline like 1/4 of an inch, thinking like, it's 1/4 of an inch, like it's not that big of a deal. But once I added this lace, it felt a little too sister wifey to me. So I was like, let's knock it down a little bit and show the girls again. So I want to make this one more time in kind of a purpley linen and fix the necklines on all 3 of these. And then I'll have this cute little 3 set. While on my linen kick, I had this linen skirt that I thrifted that the cut just was not flattering on me. So I'm not gonna waste some good linen. And I cut it up and made this little camp shirt. It's very cropped. I was intending to wear it kind of boxy, cropped at the waist, and I put little lace flounce sleeves. I don't know how I feel about this on my body. I'll try it on again for the other visuals in this video and see how I feel. This was a fun, quick little make just in an afternoon. Next is this little stash buster project. I, of course, made this skirt, and then I had just a lot of like weird scraps of the fabric left over. And so I was like, I kind of want like a little slip skirt. And this is the same lace that I used for my Sabrina dress, but in black, because I got some of that too. And like, it's not my finest sewing, but it's just like a cute little flirty number. Next up is a pair of vintage shorts I made, and I think they're stinking cute. I kind of wish that I hadn't done grommets. I wish I had done maybe just some like lacing loops instead, but I think they're just adorable. One mistake I made is that the pocket ends right here where the lacing is. I don't know why in my brain I couldn't conceptualize having the pocket go past that, but they're still really stinking cute, and it fits my phone and like a chapstick and whatever. As you can tell, I am obsessed with lacing. I just want to throw it on everything. Now there's technically 2 of these, but I don't know where the other one is right now. It's probably in my pole bag. But I started taking pole dance this year, and it has been wonderful for my physical health, my mental health, my like confidence. I'm still working on becoming a better dancer, but it just feels really cool to do that. And since I'm doing dance more, I needed some little like outfits to wear. These unfortunately are polyester, but you know, you do what you can. I do wear some like linen t-shirts sometimes to dance, but if I need to be like, if I need to have more skin showing, because the skin showing is part of how you hold on to the pole, like you hold on with your flesh and your strength. So sometimes you need like bare shoulders or a bare midriff, and so I made some little like tank tops. I have another one that's just like a thicker strap and like a scoop neck on one side and a V-neck on the back, and they are reversible fabric and reversible cut. The one side is this kind of purpley teal green like carpet print, and then the other side felt very appropriate for pole dance, and it's boobies. So I made this over on TikTok. I didn't finish the edge, I just did it with a zigzag, but who cares? I'm wearing it and it's getting love, and that's all that matters. That fabric was from my buddy Shervin of Chevalier Fabrics. He's a really nice guy and has a lot of great spandex prints, and he does custom printing. So yeah, if you're ever downtown and you need a stretch fabric, go see Shervin of Chevalier Fabrics. We'll start with this one. This year I turned 30, and I really wanted to have a cute little birthday outfit to wear to my dinner and shenanigans that we were doing. And I wanted something that said 30, flirty, and thriving. And I've also become recently obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter because we have basically the same humor and her music is so fun. So I made this little heart corset dress inspired by her outfit, and you guys encouraged me to do it in purple, so I have a purple variation now, and she's so cute. I felt so pretty in her. That sounded raunchy. I felt so beautiful in this dress, and I took some really cute photos, and I had a really great night, even though Bar Sinister tried to extort me for money. And I love this outfit so much, and y'all loved it too, so I made a pattern for it, and I made another one actually. I made one more in red. It's all taken apart right now because I was documenting the process and kept having to like go back and forth. So now I have 2 Sabrina Carpenter dresses, one in red velvet and one in the purple lace, and they're just so pretty and so cute. And I, of course, love adding to my corset collection, which I have a pretty big corset collection, so let me know if you want to see a video of that because I would love to share that. And the next one. This was a little bit of a rush because the day after my birthday, my bestie and I were going to Palm Springs. She wanted to go to Trixie Motel and the timing just happened to work out best around my birthday. And I was like, oh, well, the room that we're getting is like pink and purple and kind of lesbian colors, and I can't say no to an opportunity to dress up. So I was already working on this dress, which is the Chapel Roan Tiny Desk Concert dress. So I had to throw on the skirt really quickly, and I wanted to do some more like piping, tufting, whatever you call it, on the bodice here between these channels, but I didn't have time for that. So like within a couple hours, I had to get the skirt completely done up. It's a little long and it's not very clean on the inside, but it worked well and we took lots of photos and it was so much fun. We had a grand old time. Here's some photos of that day and I think she's so cute. Part of me wants to offer like parties as Chapel. I would love to perform as her because I just love her so much, but I don't know if that's the thing that people would want. The last thing I made this year was the Ice Queen dress for my beautiful friend Savannah. I made her a dress 10 years ago now. You know, I was still new and learning, and I'm always learning, of course, but I have refined some of my processes in that time, and so I wanted to make her a new one using the new pattern and the new fit. I made that dress for her. She looks so beautiful in it, and we made a whole video about that, which you can watch on the channel now. And then if you want to get that pattern, you can get it in the description down below, and you can use it for an Ice Queen dress, for a regular corset, for a Chapel Roan Tiny Desk outfit. And if you use any of my patterns, I would love to know. I would love to see any photos that you have. It really makes me happy when you guys share those things with me. If you ever want to be a pattern tester for my channel, you can sign up in the description down below. That's really helpful because sometimes these patterns are really big and I just don't have time to test every size, and so especially if you're a plus size cosplayer or a plus size sewist, I would love to have you. You get my patterns for free and then like guidance and all that, and get to be a part of a little group sharing our makes, and it's a lot of fun. And thank you to everybody who has been a pattern tester thus far. I really appreciate you. I do have a few little plans, but I do want to know exactly what you want so I can make y'all happy, because that makes me happy. So that's everything that I made in 2025. A little bit on the light side for me, but I'm looking forward to pumping out a lot of stuff next year and pumping out new patterns for you guys and sharing more of my handmade wardrobe, which, speaking of, I have teased you with all of this. So if you want to see that video, subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified when my trying on my entire handmade wardrobe video goes live. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!